Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. Today in this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful pocket I saw online. I decided to recreate it for my online audience. If this is something you're interested in learning, you should surely wait till the end of this tutorial, as you'll be able to make this on your own without any supervision. Stick with me, let's get to it. Alright, so these are the materials I need. First of all, I need a white fabric, of course, and I need a colored fabric. Okay, and then I need my collar gum or collar stay, whatever you call it. You can see it's soft collar gum or soft collar stay. And then the width of the bigger one is 5 inches by 7.25 inches. That is 7.25 inches. The size of the pocket originally, the size of the pocket at the end of everything will be 6 inches. So that 1.25 inches at the top is for the folding allowance at the top. Okay, you can see, so everything, the main pocket is 5 by 6 inches. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do right now is to get the cuff at the bottom. You know, the pocket has a cuff at the bottom, so I'm going to be using this part to get the cuff. So I'm going to just put my French cuff this way, or armhole cuff, to get my cuff like this, and I'll turn it and do it on the other side as well, like this. There you go. So I'll just go ahead and cut it. So guys, before we get far into this, if you've not subscribed to my channel, just hit the subscribe button. It's right below this video, or follow me if you're watching this on TikTok. Just hit the plus button by the side of this video and follow me. Okay, so guys, so the next we are going to do is to get the middle. Is either we fold it that way, or we just, you know, the width of the pocket is 5 inches and the middle will be 2.5. So I'm just going to mark 2.5 like this to get the middle. So I'll just show the line so I can see clearly where the middle is. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll put 1 inch on both sides. That's 2 inches. So 1 inch here, another 1 inch here, that makes it 2. I'll do the same thing at the bottom, 2 inches. So I'll rule a line. You see it? I'll do the same thing on the other part, rule a line. That's that. So the next thing we're going to do is to get our arrow, or should I say angle or arrow at the bottom there. So I'm going to mark 5.5, and I'm going to also mark 5.5 on this part. So that is where the arrow is going to start, and then from that 5.5 I marked, I'm going to mark another half inch. I'll mark half inch here also. So that should give me the middle of where the arrow is. So I just use that 2 points to get the middle. You see what I did? So I'm just going to slant it, my 5.5 to my 6 inch mark, and then here also 6 inch mark to my 5.5 mark to give me this sharp edge. You see what I did? So I'm just going to use my scissors to cut it out. There you go. So this is useless now. I can just throw it away because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so this is it. So the next thing I'm going to do, so this is going to be under it. You see, this is going to be under it. Remember the size of this one. Okay, I didn't tell you. So the size of this is 3 inches. That's big enough to be bigger than 2 inches, and then the length is the complete length of the pocket, which is 6 inches. So it's 3 inches by 6 inches, sorry, by 7.25 inches. That's the size of the whole pocket. So I gummed the 3 inches by 7.1 inch on the colored one, and then this one I gummed it on the white one. So I'm just going to trim off the edge of this part, and then the middle I'm just going to cut it straight to reach the middle of my angle, and then I'm going to cut the two sides like this, and I'm going to cut also the two sides like this. So that's that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this end like this and use my iron on them. So I'm just going to fast forward it. So yes, this is it, guys. So you can see this one, I've already gummed it with my colored material. So this is how it's going to look. You can see our pocket is already coming out. What you are trying to achieve, you've already almost achieved it. So the next one we are going to do, we are going to cut a fabric not like this, not like this. We are going to cut like this, slanted or diagonally. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a straight line, and then I'm going to cut 1.5 inch like that. So let's just confirm the amount of this fabric we need. So this fabric I just cut diagonally. This is the use. We are going to use it to pipe the size of the pocket. So we want to see if what we cut will be enough. So I need 19 inches. So let's see if it's going to be enough. So we can see it's more than enough. We need 19 inches, and here we have 21 inches. So it's going to be enough. So just keep it aside. You can see how stretchy it is because I cut it diagonally. The reason why I cut it diagonally so that it will be stretchy, so that you can go around comfortably. So we are also going to cut this one. This one is not diagonal, it's straight. You can see it's not stretchy. So we're just going to fold it this way, and we're going to sew 1/2 inch straight like this, and then we turn it just like we do when we are sewing trouser for the belt hold. So you can see it, I've already sewn it and I've turned it. I don't think there's any need for me to show you this part. I've sewn it and I've turned it. You should do the same. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to iron it to make sure it's flat. You see it, just going to iron it to make sure it's flat, which I've done already. So the next thing is we're just going to go ahead to create that angular stuff that's in the middle of the pocket. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to fold it to the down like this and iron it. You create some sort of inverted L, you can see it. Then you bring it over to the top, bring it to the right over the top. You can see it again to create some sort of a zigzag. Alright, so the next thing you do is bring it to the bottom, not over the top, but this time under. You bring it to the bottom through under like this, you see it. Then you iron it again. So let me just continue with my fabric. It's easier for me to iron my fabric. So you iron it. So every step you do, you iron to be easier for you that way. I'm not fast forwarding this part so that you can see how it is done. It's quite easy. So I'll just take it to the right again over the top this time around. Then you iron. You can just rewind this part and watch it over and over and over again so that you get it right. It's quite tricky. Even me, I had to think before I get it right because it's been long I did this style. So you can see it. You can see what we achieved. So you are going to do 4 of these. So I'm just going to cut it to give it space that I will use to sew. So you can see this is what we achieved. So you are going to make 4 of these, which I've done. So I'm just going to use my tape to explain to you clearly how to achieve that. Push it to the top like this to create an L shape. Push it to the top through under. Let me come over it again. Push it under, then bring it upwards, then bring it downwards, then bring it upwards again to the right. So that is it. You can see how it is. You see it. You see it. It's easy. Then you cut it from here. So you can see at the end of the day what we are cutting, the fabric we use to make one is about 7 inches. I mean. So you need about 7 times 4, that's 24 inches to make this. So here we are at the machine to do the finishing part of this pocket. So what we are going to do now is we are going to sew it on this part. like this. You see it. We are going to sew it on this part. So I'm just going to do one, and of course from the one I do, you'll be able to know how to do the rest, the remaining 3. So what we're going to do is, you see, I'm going to sew on this part I'm opening, so it doesn't, so our thread doesn't show over these designs. You understand? Make sure it's in the middle. Okay, make sure it's in the middle. So you're just going to cut our threads. Again guys, if you watch up to this point, thank you. If you've not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. It's free. You're not going to be charged for subscribing to my channel. It's free. I'm teaching you this for free. Just hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be notified, so that you go ahead and watch it and learn new styles. Okay, so you see I'm sewing this side, and I'm going to sew this side as well. I'm going to sew this side as well, so that it doesn't shake when I'm sewing it. So this is it. So I'm just going to go ahead to do the same thing for all of them. You see it. Just arrange it like this and do it again. Arrange the third one, do it. Arrange the fourth one and do it. So you can see this is the last one I just did. So that's that. I believe you'll be able to do it without my supervision now. So the next thing I'm going to do is, the next thing I'm going to do is to fix the white part of the pocket like this, and I'm going to go ahead to sew like this. So if when you're sewing this other last part, you make sure it's 2 inches. Remember, it was 2 inches that we left, so make sure it's 2 inches. So on this part, you're just going to trim off the excess, because you don't need it. If you leave it, the pocket will be too thick. Yeah, so you just trim everything, and this is what we have. You can see it. So we've gone 80%. So the next thing we're going to do is we'll use that fabric we cut that is stretchy. We are just going to sew. We are just going to pipe the edge. So we are going to sew 1/4 inch, that's 0.25 inch all through. You see it. So I'm just going to fast forward this part, because I believe it's something you should be able to do. So you're going to sew it like this. When you get to the edge, you do it carefully. You can see it. When you get to this curvy part, you do it carefully, and then you can trim off the excess like so. Always remember to cut your thread. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is to fold it inside out. Fold it inside out, and then you sew. What I'm sewing right now is not on the piping part, is just beside the piping part. So if you look closely, you're not going to see any thread, because it's somehow hidden beside the piping I just did. You can see it. I'm not sewing over it, I'm just sewing beside it. So you're going to, this curvy part is not going to be easy like the straight part, but you should be able to do it gently. If you do it gently, you're going to get it right. Okay, so that's that. So there you go. So we're just going to cut off the excess as usual. See it. So we'll just go to the table now to just iron it, and then we'll be done. You can see it. So we just iron it now. First of all, I'm going to use my ironing cloth so that my iron doesn't stain it. So you just fold the top like this. You just fold the top and then you use your hemming gum to gum it. I didn't have my hemming gum here, so I'm just going to leave it this way. But of course, this is a tutorial. I'm not using it on a kaftan. It's just to teach you. But if you are doing it on a kaftan, you are going to use the pocket for a kaftan, you should use your hemming gum to gum. In fact, you should weave the top of the pocket and then use your hemming gum to gum it together before you sew it on your kaftan. Okay, that is the right thing to do, guys. So this is it. You can see our pocket. We've achieved what we are looking for. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm going to leave the link to join my WhatsApp channel and my WhatsApp group. Make sure you join. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I love you. Thank you for always coming back. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you come back the next time I drop a video. Have a great day. Bye.